Okay, today we're going to do some staining using acrylic paint and DecoArt staining and antiquing medium. And the reason we're going to use the antiquing medium instead of just watering down the acrylic paint is so the grain won't be raised up, and it's going to make your acrylic paints into a nice transparent stain. Now you mix the product with a 1-to-1 ratio they recommend, but you could adjust that more or less depending on how transparent you want. So I'm mixing 1 part staining medium, 1 part paint. I probably used a little less. And I put extra staining medium in the next cup so I can, if I want to adjust it, then instead of dipping my brush in water, I'll dip it in the staining medium. And we're going to mix it with the brush. They call that brush mixing, so that's easy to remember. Take most of it off, and we're going to start in the center of our little figures and brush the stain just on the top. Now I'm using a flat brush so I could do my edges easily. And this is actually a number 8 for you brush people. It's about a 1/2 inch in diameter. And for a project this size, it works great. When I put the stain on and load the brush, I don't want to go all the way up to the top, to the ferrule, because the paint gets stuck in there and that's how you mess up your brushes. So you just use as much paint as you need, not a lot. Take your time and brush it on the top. The wood here is aspen, so there isn't much of a grain. You're not going to see a huge amount of variance on this piece, but you can see some. It's just giving a nice little coloring effect. Since this is acrylic, it dries quite quickly, so you'll be able to move on fast. If you happen to get your paint over the edges a little bit, or in the top where you don't want it, you could always wait till it dries. I suggest you wait till it dries and then take a little bit of sandpaper and resand it before you put your top coat on it. So you just continue around and do all your gingerbread people. And you rinse with water. Okay, we're back. We did all the little gingerbread people, and now we're going to do some trim color. And I'm going to start again by using Americana staining and antiquing medium, a little bit in the palette. And this time I'm going to use Tuscan Red Americana paint. And I just want a little bit in there. I don't want this to be a really dark red, but I don't want it to look pink either. And I'm going to mix it with the antiquing medium. Again, get most of it out of the brush. And then on my tray, I'm just going to take little bits and add some color. Again, I'm using the flat brush, and it makes the edging easier. You can neaten it up as you go along. And you continue and go around the tray.